We have breaking news. Let's get right to it.
Past 24 hours, we've seen 34 new cases of COVID-19 here in Utah.
Following breaking news out of Utah, a magnitude 5.7 earthquake hitting just after 7 a.m. local time, about 10 miles west of Salt Lake City.
We need 100 to 150,000 tests a day.
All right, what is going on in the world? Isolation 20 podcast, episode number 72. We are still dealing with snow here in Salt Lake City, and to be honest with you, I don't know when it's going to stop, and I don't know if it will. I think we're going to be going into summertime, having our fourth winter. How about that? How you like them apples? It's been an interesting week, to say the least. A lot of things happening in the world. Kid Rock going crazy on Alzheimer, Bush. A skier digs out a snowboarder, which we'll talk about here in a moment. We'll jump into some questions. And one of your favorites from the 1990s, not my favorite, but your favorite, made a big flavor change. Or an addition, I would say. SpaghettiOs going crazy with the flavors now. I don't know what to think about it. I'm not a big SpaghettiOs kind of guy, but we'll jump into that. Thank you to everybody that has listened to and indulged into the latest episode of Unrestricted. My son Rakito, little baby Raka, Tavian, he was on there. We had a lot of fun talking about WrestleMania. So if you're not a wrestling fan, hey, I'm sorry. It's kind of what we do here. We have fun. We talk about things. I create memories with my son, and that's what you get on Unrestricted. I talk to a lot of different people, including my own family. Well, really just my son. Like, not even my cousin Billy's been on yet, which this dude is a skydiver. He risks his life like every weekend. He does a lot of cool things, but he hasn't been on the pod. I don't know if he ever will. Speaking of that skier, let's jump into that because that was wild. Have you seen this video, this viral video of this skier? He's just minding his own business, going down the hill, and comes across a snowboarder. Let's take a listen or a look if you're on the YouTube. Shout out to the YouTube gang. Listen to this.
Oh, shit.
So he comes down the mountain,
You all right?
comes across a snowboarder trapped in the snow, and he's trapped like deep. So the skier, he then takes off his skis and is now trying to dig this guy out. Let's skip ahead a little bit. It's a little bit of a long of a video. He comes across him. The dude's his snowboard is up, so he's like facing downward, right? His head's towards the mountain. His feet are towards the to the sky. This is crazy. This is crazy video here. Thank goodness the snow wasn't compact. It was kind of like that fluffy snow. So good thing that's the kind of snow it was. He's working.
You all right? Can you hear me?
Dude's suffocating. He's helping him. Yo. This is insane. Skip ahead a little bit. He's getting towards his mouth. Pause. Trying to get him out of there. The dude's barely moving. Now he's trying to brush off the snow off of his own head. This is intense. Like, he's at least 8 to 10 feet deep right now. Working hard, tired. Working hard. The skier, he's working.
Okay, you're good. You're good. I got you. You okay? Can you breathe?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Right. We're both gonna catch our breath for a sec.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna help dig you out, okay?
Sheesh.
Yeah, no problem, man. You're good. Whoa.
How intense is that?
Get a little more snow away from your mouth. All right. Okay, you all right?
Exhausted.
Good.
Okay.
He says I'm
For a
good.
second, get my shovel out, okay?
Thank you.
You're good, man. You're good.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
yeah. You should be that hype right now. Like, that's crazy.
Okay.
This is insane.
All right. Oh my God.
Oh, so scary.
Doing? You good?
I'm good.
Okay, good. We'll get you out of here in a sec, okay?
Yo, Yo, this got to be in like Canada or something. I don't see nothing that says where it's from. But man, scary times for that snowboarder. And all I got to say is people are placed in the right position at the right time in this universe. You know, there's a chance for you to save somebody every day, and you just got to look for those opportunities, right? You got to look for those opportunities, whether if there's a spill in the supermarket, right? And you tell somebody to clean it up. Who knows? That person, if you don't tell that person, maybe the next person slips and falls and breaks their ankle. But maybe you're interfering in their own blessings, because maybe they can sue the store for a few $1 million for not cleaning up the spill mark. You know, I don't know. That moment right there, though, terrifying. Like, think about you just being upside down, suffocating, cold, upside down, so the blood's rushing towards your head. How terrifying does that sound? And then all of a sudden, you just feel a tap on your foot, and all of a sudden, you just hear, "Hey, I'm gonna get you out. You good?" "Yeah, thank you." This whole interaction was just so polite and so calm. Like, for me, I'd be like, "Help! Get me out! Help! Get me out!" That would have been me. I wouldn't have been as cool, calm, and collected as the other dude. The other dude was so cool, calm, and collected. He was just like, "I'm good. Thank you." It's wild. Wild moments to be up on the mountain. Hey, do you want to try to win some money? Hey, Alexa, can you show me a new barber?
Don't worry, I got you.
Boogie Down Barbershop in Taylorsville is now open. Anything from gentleman's cuts, taper, fade, or if you want to treat yourself to a nice hot towel shave, Boogie Down Barbershop has you covered. Cuts for men and kids. Book your appointment today at boogiedownbarbershop.com.
What?
What is that noise? 385-240-4666 is the number for What's That Noise. I think this might be the last week for What's That Noise. I might have said that last time, but I think for sure I got to get a new noise. The noise has been rumbling. My son Tavian, he knows what the noise is. There's a couple other people that know what the noise is, so I gotta switch it up now. But nobody's guessed the right noise on the show. Just want to throw that out there. 385-240-4666 is the number for What's That Noise. Tell me what this noise is. Do you know what that noise is? 385-240-4666 is the number for What's That Noise. You could win $50 right now. I'll play it again for you. It's a good noise. It's a really good noise. Get those guesses in right now. 385-240-4666.
Hey, Dre, would you calm down for a moment and just let me talk? Just at this point, you're just rambling, all right? What's up, everybody? I go by the name of Will Wonder, and I have a podcast called The Will Wonder Pod. I know, super original name, but I promise you'll love it. We talk sports, we talk music, and generally have some really interesting interviews with people that are doing some really cool things. So make sure you check it out wherever you get your podcast. Once again, that is the Will Wonder Pod. All right, Dre, go on about your business, whatever the fuck you were talking about.
Let's jump into some questions from the internets. And Questions is powered by the good folks over at a bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street. Catch UFC 287 going down this Saturday, April 8th at a bar named Sue. The rematch, well, it's kind of like the fourth time these guys have fought. Israel Adesanya versus the new champion, Alex Pereira. Again, this Saturday, April 8th. This is a card that is not to be missed, man. There's a lot of things going on. They're fighting in Miami. Jorge Masvidal is going to be fighting. This is going to be a really good one. Gilbert Burns is on this card. It's going to be a lot of fun. The undercard starts at 5 p.m. The main card starts at 8. This is a $5 cover charge. And following the fight, I'll be playing some music. So if you want to stick around, get your boogie on with me. We have a lot of fun. So make sure you come on out. A bar named Sue, 8136 South State Street in the heart of Midvale. Now, I got a question from Chase in Sandy. Thank you, Chase, by the way. Always rocking with me. Always sharing the content. Always putting in questions and just being a part of the conversation. I appreciate it. Thoughts on the WWE UFC merge? Heard this news right after WrestleMania. I think it was the Monday after WrestleMania. I heard this news that Empire is now making, or not making, but there's now the merger between both companies, right? And to be honest with you, I haven't looked into it much. So I don't really know what it means. I know that it means that it's like both companies are now one, right? So when you have one company over here and one company over there, now those employees and the opportunities for those employees are greater now. So now maybe somebody in marketing for WWE can probably apply for the UFC, or maybe there's a promotion on the WWE side that somebody in the UFC can apply for, right? So I think when I think about a merger, I think about those opportunities, the opportunities for Karen in accounting that just maybe met the ceiling at one side of the company. Well, now does it open it up? Maybe she can get a brand new team. Maybe she can, build that accounting team up to what she wants, you know what I mean? Or whatever the case is. Now they got more employees, you know what I mean? So I think it just means more opportunity within the company for employees to grow. Now, I think most people obviously think, well, the athletes, right? And I think this is a great opportunity for athletes to try different things, right? And try. So now it's like, we know the WWE, we know that they have celebrities come all the time, right? Pause. Snoop Dogg hosted WrestleMania. Bad Bunny was he's always at Raw. He's always in the audience. He's always somewhere to be with the WWE, and he's gonna be at Puerto Rico, right? So I think this is an opportunity for athletes like that are of that caliber, like Adesanya, right? Who has that character within him, like Cain Velasquez. Now I understand Cain is retired; he's not a UFC fighter, but he is a luchador, right? So now guys like him, it gives them an opportunity, or even like Moreno, like the UFC champion Moreno. How dope would it be if he came and he tag teamed with Rey Mysterio, or he was just like alongside Rey Mysterio, right? Keeping with if the UFC or if the WWE goes to Mexico City or whatever, like, or LA, just more attention, more opportunity for more people to get involved. The UFC fans, they're still going to get their UFC stuff. I don't see that changing. There might just be like some sprinkled stuff within it, right? And fun stuff. I mean, you already got The Rock that's involved with the BMF title. Remember when The Rock came out, presented the BMF title? I see more of that kind of stuff happening. Obviously, I don't think there's going to be like, they're not going to, the UFC, I don't see them cutting promos the way UFC does. I mean, the way WWE does, right? I don't see that kind of stuff happening. I don't see there being like a tag team cage match. No, like that kind of stuff. I don't see the fundamentals of each sport changing. WWE may be more likely, but the only thing that I really see changing is more of the promotional side, right? You'll probably see some like you'll probably see like WrestleMania, Backlash, Money in the Bank, the big headline events promoted on UFC, right? Before matches, maybe in the lower thirds, during the commercial break, whatever. You'll probably see more of that cross promotion kind of thing. Same thing with WrestleMania. You'll probably have a face-off at WrestleMania. Whoever's fighting that weekend. So like Adesanya, right? Adesanya's fighting the 2 weeks after WrestleMania. So maybe you might see something like a face-off Adesanya and Pereira at WrestleMania, and not Vince McMahon, but somebody of like Roman Reigns and Dana White standing in between them, right? Something like that, which is huge. You have two of the biggest promotions in the world, in a sport where both people there's a lot of pros and there's a lot of cons on both sides, right? Both companies and both sports get a lot of hate. WWE, and this has always been an ongoing thing, they look at us fans as guys that can't get girls, dudes that just drink Mountain Dew, that live in their mom's basement. And then on the opposite side with the UFC, it's a bunch of nothing but Neanderthals that take creatine every 5 seconds and just live in the gym and do nothing but wear jiu-jitsu shirts, right? In reality, a lot of the guys, they're a lot of them are the same, right? They're game fans, and they help out their community a lot. Both of these organizations, they do a really good job about doing those things. You know what I mean? I see this being a really good thing for both organizations. And when they do cross, because I have a feeling this will happen, where there will be a fight like a Brock Lesnar or like a CM Punk, right? That will get into a real competition and they will really fight in the UFC. That's going to happen. Whether if it's Logan Paul getting his first MMA fight or Brock Lesnar coming back and fighting a heavyweight, which right now, the way the heavyweight cards are going right now with John Jones in heavyweight about to take on Stipe, I don't even know if that fight happens. They're supposed to be fighting July 8th, but I don't even know if that fight happens. If it does, great. Winner of that might be fighting Brock Lesnar. It's a huge payday. It's a huge payday. More of a payday and more fun if we see John Jones, but still a fun fight if we see Stipe in there, right? Or if Ngannou comes back. That's another one. If we see Francis Ngannou, Brock Lesnar get busy, it's going to be bad news. Who do I see winning? Probably, to be honest with you, Brock Lesnar could probably get that fight off because he's a wrestler. He knows how to get Francis Ngannou down. But Francis Ngannou, he just needs that one bing bong, lights out, over. And we know he can do it. So, a long-winded answer, but I'm really excited about it because I think it's an exciting time for sports entertainment, right? So, Chase, I appreciate that question. And one other thing that I read shortly, read just a blurb on, was that with both of these companies being open market on the stock market, right, being open trade so you can buy shares of both of these companies, I think I seen the UFC, their shares are I think it was $25 a share, I think it was. But the WWE was $125 a share. Or maybe I got them flip-flop. But I don't really know the stock market, but all I know is that this is probably the time to get into it because both of these guys are red hot. WWE just had a resurgence. Vince McMahon's back in the writing for production. We're about to see the WWE turn up. The storylines have been great. The athletes are on point. This is the time. If you are new to wrestling, if you're new or if you fell out, maybe you watched it when you were younger, now's the time to get back into the storyline because it's great right now. The writing is great. We were upset when we wanted Roman Reigns to lose, but that 1,000 days of him holding the title is coming up in about probably less than 50 days now. But I think we're going to see a change in the guard coming up. Bloodline, half of the Bloodline's done. Tag team titles, the Usos, they're done, right? And now, there's another thing too. Chase, now that you asked this question, I'm thinking more and more. There was talks about betting, right? About betting being applied to WWE. Now, how do you do that if it's scripted? One thing that they were saying is that they're not going to reveal the winner. They're not going to tell the winner until, I think it's until the day of the match or a few hours before the match or something like that. But I don't know. I think that gets a little dicey. That gets a little tricky. I think that's messy. I think it's going to be messy to bet on WWE matches. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But Chase, I really appreciate that question. All right. Next question. Chantel from West Valley City. When are you buying a blue check? Oh, a verified check? Like the Twitter or whatever, the Instagram blue check thing. I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. I know it means that, hey, you verified your little ID card and now you are who you say you are. But other than that, I don't know if it does anything. I think this whole social media algorithm, are you being shadow banned? Are you being seen? Are you getting the views that you should be getting? I don't know if any of that is determined on you. You can buy that blue check. I think I heard it was $10 or $15 a month, not even a year. But if you're looking at $150, $100 a year for just a blue check, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. Because who pulls the strings? Who says, hey, go ahead. Yeah, let's let this person be seen. Or, hey, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot to this whole algorithm, being seen, internet game. And it's just too much for me to really sit down and figure it out. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy to sit there and try and learn this stuff. You know what I mean? I don't have it. That's not something that even interests me right now. But will I buy a blue check? No. Nah, I think that's weird. And for the people that bought it, no, nothing against you, but what happens when you miss a payment? Like one day, are we just gonna see that check mark go? Are they gonna repo your check marks, your little blue checks? If your blue check gets repoed, we gotta bon voyage you off of the internet. You gotta get out of here. You gotta go. Don't get your blue check mark repoed. All right, don't let it happen. Chantel, I appreciate that question. Thomas in South Salt Lake. Shout out to all my South Salt Lakers. How many plants do you own? I don't own any plants. In fact, my place has very little sunlight. I need more windows before I get a plant. I actually grew up in a plant house. My pops, he loved having plants. I feel like any person of color in the 80s had like the standard greenhouse plant that grew on, like, it was like a viney plant and it grew all over, right? We always had that. And then you always had the chair that had the big back, right? It was a single chair, but it had like this big wooden back. It was like a woven wooden chair. I feel like anybody, my tias had it. My aunties on the black side had it. Like everybody of color had this chair. My Asian homie, my Filipino homie, James, his mom, they had it, right? Like, I don't know. It's like this chair was the thing, and they always had a plant that went with this chair. Weird. But no, I don't have any plants. But if I did, I would definitely get one or two. I buy wifey flowers. So wifey gets the flowers, and those die, and she hangs them up. She hangs up dead flowers sometimes. I think that maybe a cactus. Maybe a cactus would be good. Yeah, maybe a cactus. Thank you, Thomas. South Salt Lake. Appreciate that. What made you think that I owned a plant? Why, what was random? Okay, last question. This one was from Will Wonder from the Will Wonder podcast. Shout out to Will Wonder. What 90s sitcom? I believe this. I'm paraphrasing because it disappeared before I was able to get the full question off of Instagram. What 90s sitcom would you be a part of? So, 90s sitcoms. There's a lot of them, right? There's a lot of them. 90s sitcoms. I mean, I gotta go with the Fresh Prince, right? I think the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was one of my favorites. You know, it was definitely hip hop. Like hip hop was influenced throughout that whole thing. And the guests, I feel like the Fresh Prince probably had the best guest appearances. Yeah, I mean, when he was about to go box with Evander Holyfield. Yeah, I mean, that's one of my favorite episodes. Really, and it was done in front of a studio audience too, and it was just done really well, man. That cast was so good. A bunch of one-liners, and then of course, Why Don't He Love Me, man? Always makes you cry, man. Always hits you right here in the chest, because this was at a time when I was younger, and I would look at my dad and I'd be like, talking about my mom. Why don't she love me, man? I mean, why don't she love me? Make me all sad. Why don't she love me? Sad.
Are you sick of podcasts that just interview people with the same questions and gossiping nonsense?
Are you tired of hearing about what's wrong with the world? Can you locate your nearest orphanage?
Who cooked the Last Supper?
R.I.P. Mr. Potato Head.
Seppuku Harakiri.
Where is Mavis Beacon?
This is Hos.
And this is host Beefy.
Listen to the Beans and Rice podcast.
Exclusively in Braille and all streaming platforms.
Patent pending.
Man, you know what sounds really good? Just some chips and salsa.
You want the best salsa ever? Get yourself some Sauce Up Salsa at sauceupsalsa.com. Fresh fire roasted salsa, fresh ingredients, fresh produce made just for you.
Frank's Red Hot is the latest flavor of SpaghettiOs. Yeah, Frank's Red Hot. Campbell's Soup just announced that they are releasing a Frank's Red Hot SpaghettiOs can for you to enjoy. I've never been a SpaghettiOs kind of dude. Never been the lasagna in a can or the chicken and dumplings in a can type of dude. Never was. Probably never will be. I think the taste of it is crazy. I tried it once. Not my thing. Too much tomato sauce. Retail price of a can is going to be $1.59. Now, we put hot sauce to make things taste good, right? That's kind of my thing. If I know I don't like something, or if I know that something might be a little bland, you go to a friend's house or a relative's house. None of my relatives, because all of them, they all know how to cook, right? They all get down in the kitchen. But sometimes we go to certain families' houses that might not know how to cook as well. You got to break out the hot sauce. That's my number one question. Hey, yo, where the hot sauce at? Oh, bring it over. Bring over the hot sauce. Shake it up real good. So maybe if the Frank's Red Hot is already in the SpaghettiOs, maybe it just makes it good. Maybe off rip, it just boom, it slaps. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a Foodie Food Friday with SpaghettiOs, Frank Red Hot. I don't know. We'll see. All right, an Amherst. Oh man, this was crazy. An Amherst bus driver resigns after officials investigate allegations of unacceptable behavior. Now, if you haven't heard about this, bus driver clearly fed up over these kids. Let's take a listen.
How much more do you expect me to take? Give me the perfume. No, I didn't do anything. I can know freaking smell it. I didn't do anything. I didn't spray anything.
Sick of you. I'm sick of all of the I'm done with it. I'm gonna start kicking some serious. Do you hear me?
Yes.
My foot's gonna be so far up your it's gonna dangle out your nose.
Oh, damn.
I'm done with you. That phone in your bag. Now you give it to me.
She's all up in his grill too.
Done. God dang it, I can smell it.
I didn't spray anything.
I'm allergic to the
I didn't spray anything. They just like to
It's right in the big
So
backpack.
you.
It's in the big zipper.
You like to start too. You're no innocent angel here. I'm done with this.
She's done with it.
Done. I've had my fill. I'm done with it. I'm ready to walk off this bus right now and let you people walk home.
Whoa.
How much more do you think anybody can freaking take? Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear another word out of your mouth. Excuse me.
Let's be
What did
okay.
I just tell you?
That makes it okay. Y'all would have been busted up in the back.
Funny?
Yeah, I think it's funny.
You think it's funny?
It's hilarious.
You're all no, you didn't. You're so full of. You're as bad as he is.
Yo, she got the fresh kicks on though.
Done. Not another word out of any of you.
Okay. Done. Ooh, she sits back down.
Needs to come up on this bus and seriously kick some. God.
Yo, teacher was fed up. Now I can relate. A lot because sometimes kids push your buttons, right? But here's the thing. If you don't let it hurt you, right? You got to lean into it, right? If they're going to spray the perfume, you'll be crazy with it. Let off a fart bomb right on the bus. Bam. Yo, what's that smell? Oh, it was me. It was me, your bus driver. Yeah, sit your ass down, all right? Sit down. Y'all going to spray perfume? All right, here's some fart spray for you. All right? You're going to hit me in the back of the head with a spit wad? Well, guess what? There's gum all over your seat. Now you got sticky booty when you sit down. Yeah, minty fresh, winter green. And you, Maya, big red for you because you spicy. All right? You gotta take it up a notch. Now, I know some people, they look at this clip, they listen to this, and they're like, wow, this chick was off her rocker. She's crazy. She's like homeboy from the movie Falling Down. She's had enough. If you haven't seen that movie, great. Kirk Douglas, great movie, one of my favorite movies. Go watch it, Falling Down. But this bus driver, she clearly has had enough. And I think that sometimes when you reach that boiling point, obviously this bus driver, she doesn't know how to express her feelings. She doesn't know how to chill out. Or maybe she just had enough. I don't know. But regardless, you kind of have to understand both sides. The kids are going to be kids. They're going to pick on you. And once they see they got you, it's going to be on and cracking even more. That's why if you ever are bullied, It's no sweat. What you call me fat? So look at all the rich people in the world. Fat. What? I'm gonna be rich. You look like Delonte West. Shut up. You think you're gonna play basketball all your life, jock? Yeah, most of your friends are gonna end up dropping out of college. And who am I? I'm gonna be making money off of YouTube. And y'all gonna be watching my videos laughing. Stupid. Right? Gotta let things. You gotta roll with the punches a little bit. Roll with the punches a little bit. I feel bad for the bus driver, man. She got fired, but not too bad. I mean, she had a whole GoFundMe before she was even fired, raising over $36,000. That's more than what she would have got on unemployment probably. But man, anything working with kids, God bless your heart, because I know these kids know how to they'll put a knife in you and they won't just like stab you, they'll like twist it too. They know how to hurt you. They know how to hurt you where it really counts. Crazy lady. She has some fresh sneakers on, I ain't gonna lie. Look like some low dunk ones or something. Oh man, Kid Rock. My name is Kid. Remember that dude? Remember the dude that started off hip hop, right? Remember he had a flat top, he had cornrows. Remember Detroit, Michigan? Remember he was rapping? Ball with the ball, the bang, diggy, 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 said the boogie, said up, jump the boogie. Remember that guy? Oh, now he's full on Nashville, Tennessee, full on MAGA, and full on against Anheuser-Busch, promoting or working with transgendered people. Kind of crazy, right? Take a listen to this video that he just posted up.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today. Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible.
Be clear. I want to know. Oh. Shot up a whole bunch of Bud Light.
Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch.
I mean, it's a little aggressive, Kid Rock. I mean, you could have just donated it. I'm sure you got Post Malone in your phone. You could be like, yo, Posty, I got about 5 cases here. Half of them are gone. Would you like it? I'm not really digging what Bud Light Anheuser-Busch is doing anymore. And I'm sure Posty would have been like, sure, man. Send it over. Right? But no, you ain't shot it up, man. Like, why? It's mad aggressive. The message to me says, kill, kill, kill. In America, all these Americans and supporters of Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch, they're all pouring out their alcohol. I'm seeing it all over the timeline. If you're down with this, I'm not supporting you no more. And they're pouring it out. They're pouring it out. All because Bud Light put somebody that is from the LGBTQ plus community on a can. Who cares? What does them doing that? What does that have to do with you? You know what I mean? Like what? Because you don't agree with a woman transitioning into who they want to be, or likewise, or a person doing what their body, what they seem to whatever they want to do. That's a problem. It's a problem that people in 2023 do with their bodies what they want to. They ain't doing nothing to you. They ain't doing nothing to anybody else, right? They ain't hurting nobody. They ain't hurting nobody. They ain't taking a whole bunch of guitars and being like, oh, if you play guitar, I'm gonna shoot you. Nah, man, go play your guitar. Go do your thing. As long as you ain't hurting nobody. And this person that's on this can, first of all, that's dope. Like, how cool would it be to be on a beer can? Like, yo, my face. Dre, on the cover of Vizzy. It's Dre. Boom, my face. I would love that. Now, if somebody came along and they're like, we're done with Vizzy. We're done with Vizzy. You got this YouTuber, podcaster, father on a can of Vizzy. And they start shooting it up. First of all, I'm going to be mad impressed that you actually care about me. But at the same time, I'm gonna be like, yo, son, like, I'm getting this money. I'm on the can. People are gonna know who I am now. And honestly, Kid Rock, probably nobody would have been talking about this unless, but because you went out the window, jumped out the window, and was like, I'm done with this, and start shooting up beer cans. Now more people are enticed to be like, yo, what's Kid Rock mad at? What's he mad at? What's Kid Rock upset about? Oh, well, who's this lady? Who's this? Oh, well, that's dope. What are they doing? Oh, they're helping out kids. They're doing this, that, and the. Oh, damn, this person's actually cool. So I guess in reality, we should thank you, Kid Rock. Thank you for building awareness. We really appreciate it. You were in your message, you said, I want to be as clear and concise as possible. Well, you made that message clear. Very clear. And to my brothers and sisters over there in the LGBTQ plus community, we need more of this. As bad as it sounds, we need more of this because in my opinion, if we know that you're a bigot, if we know that you are somebody that's hateful and chooses violence to express themselves, okay, cool. We know who to look out for. Okay, if I see Kid Rock on the street and I'm with my homeboy Antoine that is a part of the LGBTQ plus community, I know now, okay, Antoine, don't worry, bro. Like if this dude pops off, I'm stepping in with you, bro. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, man, we're all human, man, and sometimes worrying about the things that have nothing to do with you, it's only gonna make your life that more miserable. So thank you, Kid Rock, I guess. A YouTuber shot during a mall prank. Okay, it goes back to not everything is a game and not everybody's playing. Kids, not everything's a game and not everybody's playing. One more time. Not everything's a game and not everyone is playing. Tanner Cook learned that really quick. Part of a YouTube channel, Classified Goons, says he was Tanner Cook says he was filming a simple practical joke video in Virginia Mall when the target pulled a gun and shot him in the stomach. He did a joke. Person probably felt threatened. Bam, one in the stomach. The suspect, 31-year-old Alan Coley, was arrested shortly after. Despite his injuries, the 21-year-old Cook says he plans on making more videos. Hopefully you learned your lesson. This is not funny. This is not a game. People ain't always joking. People don't always want to be a part of your dumbass YouTube prank video. You know what I mean? And for those of you that are doing these prank videos where you're like running up on people and be like, yo, what's up? What's up? Don't be surprised if you get shot in the stomach. Now, a prank to me is like, yo, you're in the office and you put tape on the mouse and Susan can't click. And Susan's like, well, does anybody got a new mouse? And Susan's unplugging the mouse, plugging it back in. It's not working. It's not working. Or another great one. Just go ahead and flip the computer monitor screen. So then they turn their monitor all the way around, right? And they flip it back and they turn it all the way back, right? Do that. That's a fun little prank. That's a cool little office prank. Or here's another one. Put Orajel. You know what I mean? When you're having a toothache, right? And you have a little toothache and you're like, oh man, the pain, right? Go to the store, get some Orajel, put it on somebody's on the toothbrush, right? Put it at the very base. You know what I mean? Put it at the very base. Get the clear kind, very base of the toothbrush. So now, when somebody goes in to brush their teeth in the morning or right before bed, they're brushing, and all of a sudden they can't feel their face. And now they're like, holy shit, am I having a stroke? Yeah, fun prank. That ain't gonna get you shot in the stomach. Please, stop it. Not everything's a game. Not everyone wants to be a part of your dumbass pranks. If you're a sports athlete looking for a mouthguard to protect your pearly whites, look no further than All Sports Mouthguards.
All Sports Mouthguards, located in West Jordan, Utah. Come visit us, 1385 West, 9000 South in West Jordan, Utah. We offer high quality, made in the USA, custom molded and custom designed mouthguards.
All right, that's all you get. Isolation 20 Podcast, episode number 72. I go by the name of DreRawka. Man, again, thank you to the good folks over at A Bar Named Sue, 8136 South State Street UFC 287 Adesanya versus Pereira. This is their 4th time fighting. It's gonna be a really good one. I gotta go with Adesanya, the last style bender. I can't go against my guy ever. I learned my lesson with John Jones. I will never bet against my favorite anymore. Okay, that's this Saturday, April 8th. Undercard starts at 5. Main card starts at 8 p.m. $5 cover charge. You can get more information at abarnamesue.com. And I will be at Fierce Fighting Championship number 21, which is a Friday, at the Maverick Center. Doors open at 5 p.m. Fights start at 6. You can get more information at fiercefightingchampionship.com. This can be a lot of fun. And new merch. Merch is up on the website, allrawk.com, ALLRAWK.com. Go get yourself a shirt. Go get yourself a hoodie. I think I seen Angel just bought another hoodie or a shirt. Thank you, Angel, for your purchase. Thank you if you have made a purchase and you're rocking the stuff out in the wild. I really appreciate it. It's dope when you're walking into the store and you're like, oh, unrestricted hoodie? What? What's that yellow All Rock Media hoodie? What? Yeah, it's pretty sexy, pretty cool. And it's dope when I see stickers around town too. I got more sticker packs coming. And I'm also going to get some buttons. So if you like those little round buttons, I got some coming. So be on the lookout for that. And go run up the numbers on Unrestricted. You can find Unrestricted right here on this platform. However you're watching it or listening to it, you can literally just go on the timeline, find Unrestricted. You'll find the latest episode. The last one I did was with Tavian, Baby Raka, Rakito himself. He came on. We talked a little bit about WrestleMania Night 1. Didn't get a chance to give our recap for WrestleMania Night 2 because we literally recorded the day of WrestleMania Part 2 on Sunday. I'm explaining too much. Regardless, go run up the numbers on Unrestricted. 2 really good latest episodes, Bangarang and Little Rakito. So go check that out. And if you want to be a part of the conversation, 385-240-4666 is the number. You can leave a text. You can drop a voice note. I'll play it right here on air. Try to win this $50 before I switch up the sound. And I really do want you to be a part of the conversation. If you want to chime in, you can literally shoot me a text anytime, any day, anywhere. You can leave that voice note about anything. It could have been about some of the conversation we talked about, SpaghettiOs. Maybe you're a big SpaghettiO fan and you want to defend it. No, please don't defend it. SpaghettiOs are gross. They should be banned. And the only reason why you should eat SpaghettiOs is if it's The Last of Us and it's the only thing that you can find on the corner in the alley. Other than that, do not touch SpaghettiOs. Please. All right. I know it's a shorter episode of Isolation 20, but hey, that's how it goes when you don't want to talk about BS that has been recycled through the media over and over and over. We already seen Trumpito. We already know what's going on with Trumpito. We already know the LSU Iowa game. What more do you want? If you want to listen to that, go find your favorite podcast. But what if your favorite podcast is mine and I didn't talk about it? Now I'm in a kerfuffle. Is it kerfuffle? Kerfunkel? Now I'm tied up because I'm not going to talk about it. I got some suggestions for you. Follow me on Instagram at DreRawka, DreRawka. Again, allrock.com for all my other links. I appreciate you. Drop a like, drop a comment, review. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, drop that review, 5 stars. And yeah, man, have the day you deserve. Always protect your light. We out. Peace.